back working on the kitchen. I've just assembled it all again, and what I've done here is this sheet is going to be cupboard door, two cupboard doors, long drawer, a cupboard door but hinged from the bottom so it tips out, and that's where the bin's going to go. Drawer here which is cutlery drawer, and then a cupboard door hinged on that side, so opening that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my nibbler and I'm going to push it through there, and then that'll put me, I'll be able to get my jigsaw in and go down the black line, and I'll push it through there, put my jigsaw in and go along, push it in there, jigsaw in, and so on. That's my plan. There's not a lot here left. You can see the amount of mistakes I've made, scribbles. It's the black lines that's going to be cut, he said. We'll see. This was the faceplate. Sorry for the wind. This was the faceplate that would cover up the framework. These were going to be two doors, and the idea was that if I cut it out of one piece of ply, the same piece, everything would, apart from the thickness of the jigsaw going through, everything would fit. But I cannot cut a straight line in ply to save my life. I actually built it and then took it to pieces before I filmed it, so this is what the shit show it was. Look at it all. I mean, it's not acceptable. So you can see from here, I've painted, this was going to be the face plate to the front of the cupboard, the blue. So I've cut everything out, painted the face plate, and then I've started to cut this bit, because this was going to be the bin which tipped out, this was going to be an opening cupboard. But then when I've looked at the cuts, this is where the nibbler, I had to put the nibbler in to get it to be able to put my jigsaw blade in and then cut. But if you look, I don't know how to show you really, but just take my word for it, that's about as straight. I mean, look at that gap. That's just really bad, and I just can't do it. So I scrapped it. After a lot of work, a lot of effort, I just binned it off, and I'll show you what I've done. I didn't film making it because I just didn't. I got on with it, and I'll show you what I've done. Ta-da! So that's just that's the one that comes out if I need to get to the door or the sliding door. So what I did was I went and bought some B&Q stuff, B&Q wood, so that I don't have to worry about cutting straight lines. That's you know, I don't have to worry about getting that straight. And I put a piece of scrap ply on there. I've pocket holed it together, as you can see, and put some hinges on, and that's what it's going to look like. I've got some handles here, some silver handles, and I've got some magnets to hold it shut. And I'll show you the bigger one, which I've put in the van. It's not fixed, it's just sat in the van, which is there. It's not too shabby. There's no closing it at the minute, nothing's holding it shut. There's no drawers. I gave up on the drawers, so you open the cupboard and then actually cutlery drawer, so it slides out, rather than trying to create a drawer front and make it all match and fit. I thought, I can't do that, so it's just got a cupboard door on it. Same with this one. This one's got the big drawer at the bottom, which is where we're going to keep the stove, the 2-ring cooking camping thing we've got. So that'll sit nicely in there with a couple of gas cans. And you've got to open the doors to get it out. I don't see it as a big hardship. That's not fixed, as I said, so I need to get the magnets on. I think I'm going to put them in place and then I'm going to do the door furniture, the door handles, so that it's all lined up. That's the plan for today. We've got a nice day finally. The weather stopped raining, it's not windy, it's just nice, bright and sunny. It does say there's going to be some rain at 10 o'clock. It's a Saturday morning at 8:45, and I've got my table out and everything. I've been quiet. I won't start using my power tools till 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish, I don't think. This is just going to be some little fiddly jobs and get it done. Here we go. Okay, I've got some handles on now. It's very bright. Sunshine, sorry if it's glaring, I don't know because I can't see. I've also put these in, which are child locks. I've put magnets on, which is there. So that holds it closed, just so the door doesn't swing open on its own. So, gives it a little bit. And then these child lock things, at the moment that's set as open. And what you do is you pop that catch at the back there. Have I done it the right way? Yeah, there, like that. And then you get a magnet. There's a magnet that comes with it. See if I can film it. So on the other side of the door, it pulls the catch in. So you can close it. There's a little sort of plastic receiver bit there. So when you close it, then that's on the magnet, but also it's on the catch. And then there's this little sticker. So you go like that. It's a two-hander, I think. Yeah, and then you can open it. But that's not springing back as it should. So I don't know if that's going to give me a problem. And really all we'd do is, when we were driving, we'd have them in this position. And once we parked up somewhere, we'd have them like that. And the magnets would just, if we were on a bit of a slope, the magnets would keep the door shut. So I'm going to lift it into the van. I've got the two door one there. Not done that yet, not put the door furniture on all the things. I'm just going to lift this one in. Then my table's clear. I'm not really happy with that little thing. It spoils the look, but there's no other way of finding out exactly where the catch was without putting something on. Oops. Okay, let's see. So there we are. It's not perfect by a long way, but that's the cupboards in. The worktop's not going to work for us. It's very heavy and I'm getting concerned about weight now of the van, but also it's cut short, not deep enough because of the way the cupboard doors have come out. I need an overhang, and if I overhang I've got a gap at the back. Now I was going to put a length of wood down here completely and a piece here, which would make it fit, but I'm thinking now about just using ply, varnishing it. The table's ply, which is behind there at the moment, stored away. The table's ply would give me less weight than this, not by much I suppose, but some. So let's just have a quick look. So you've got, in there's your knife and fork drawer in there, got a cupboard down there, you've got the child locks on and a magnet to keep it closed, and then when we're travelling I'll click that out, which will keep it closed until I put the magnet on. So in this one you've got a couple of big shelves, you've got the drawer at the bottom, which is where we're going to put us stove, as Cadak 2, which is a 2-ring gas burner, and then this one is removable in case I need to get to the door. So this section will unscrew. You can see I put a screw through the floor. Can't see where I'm pointing, but anyway, there's a screw in there. It's screwed into here. I've got to put that screw through there that you can see sticking out. Where is it? There. And yeah, it's pretty solid. But this is also where the sink's going to go, in the top of here, and the tap will be just behind this pillar here. It'll be on here. But again, the idea is that I can remove it. So I'll show you from the it's just a skeleton frame, but I'll be able to take. So I'll be able to, the panel that'll be here, I'll be able to unscrew that. I'll be able to unscrew me sink drain. I'm gonna, when I plumb my water in, I'm gonna have little shut off taps. I'll be able to unscrew my taps. Screwed into the floor and then screwed into that cabinet. I'll be able to take them screws out and all this cabinet will pull out, which will then give me access to the door and whatnot if I ever need it. I don't know, it's probably all a waste of time and I'll never ever need it. Yeah, it's a bit more progress, very slow going. The weather's changed now, so that's nice. So I think I might be able to crack on a bit. Okay, so this is as finished as the kitchen's going to be. Obviously there's more work to do. I decided to keep the countertop, and if the van's too heavy then I'll switch it out for ply. But to make it work, because it were too thin, then I've put a piece of wood at the back there, and then obviously I've used a bit of trim there to make it tidy. So it's not too bad. It's in, it's all fixed. I put my sides on there now, my switches on there for when you walk in. So as you're walking in, you turn your lights on. And it's not too shabby. Yeah, I need to do my plumbing next. I've been putting it off, to be fair. Plumbing, water tanks. I've got most of the stuff except for the John Guest fittings. And waste pipes and things like that. So I've got the water pump, I've got the accumulator, I've got the fresh water tank, I've got the wastewater tank. I just haven't got anything to fit it with, any strapping. I've got my sink, which is going to go here. As I said, my tap's going to go in that corner. Got all them in the house. And then in this cupboard, as I might have mentioned before, if you can see it there, this cupboard here, this one, is separate to that one. So this will detach and pull away from under the countertop, and then I'll be able to access the door if I need to. There'll just be the floating counter in the way. Obviously that panel would have to come off, but yeah, it's fixed to the floor, it's fixed, screwed into the floor, and it's screwed into that one. So it's absolutely solid. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but that's that.